Hi, Insha, how are you?
Yes, sir. Hello, I am fine, sir.
You're fine. Your date is on 17th of December. Okay.
Yes, sir.
पहले बताओ कि how have you been preparing? कैसे चल रहा है आपका? Are you
Sir,
managing all the workload?
yes, sir. It is a little difficult, but I am actually I was not expecting my interview in first phase. So all of a sudden it was a little bit hectic, but now I have managed it. Preparing current
17th
affairs
बहुत
along
टाइम
with
है.
recording.
हाँ,
Yes, sir.
17th
Yes, sir.
बहुत टाइम है. आराम से. हाँ.
But now daily I am recording my videos at the same time preparing current affairs also and preparing my topics related to my dev as well.
तो कुछ कुछ वीडियो शेयर कर दो ग्रुप में अगर आप हैं. मैं इनकरेज कर रहा हूँ. शेयर, टॉक, लेट्स हैव कन्वर्सेशंस ऑन दोज.
I planned one-to-one session with you yesterday, but because of some reason I could not. So I was thought that I will start with the one-to-one session, and later on I will share my videos about my improvements, sir.
Perfect, perfect. So, what do you want me to do? Talk you through the your DAF, or you want like a mock type of discussion? एक बार क्या करना चाहते हो बताओ.
I did not give any mock, but I want to have a mock type session.
Have a
Get this
sense.
fair out of me. Yes, sir.
अच्छा ठीक है. ओके. एक इसमें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आपका माइंडसेट, अप्रोच. जिस अप्रोच से आप बैठते हैं पैनल के साथ में, ये माइंडसेट क्या है? माइंडसेट ये है कि आपकी रैगिंग नहीं हो रही है. जितना भी टफ क्वेश्चन पूछें, okay, make sure that you don't tell yourself कि ये परेशान कर रहे हैं. Okay, this is the conversation where I want to know you, where I genuinely have interest in आप कौन हो, क्या करते हो, क्या आपके इंटरेस्ट हैं, and I'm looking for some good convincing responses. इसके बेसिस से मुझे पता चलेगा हाँ ये तो थिंकिंग बंदा है, या इसको तो लेना चाहिए सीरियसली. हाँ ये तो बंदा ऐसा है जो अच्छा काम कर पाएगा. आपको वो वाला एस्पेक्ट दिखाना है. मुझे आपसे ज्यादा आपका ओपिनियन चाहिए. आप क्या सोचते हो, आप क्या समझते हो, आपके राय में क्या सही है, व्हाट इज राइट, व्हाट इज रॉन्ग. ओके, इट इज नॉट अबाउट रीडिंग आउट फैक्ट्स. ओके, फैक्ट्स, मोस्ट ऑफ यू हैव द सेम फैक्ट्स. सब वही पढ़ के आए हैं. ट्रम्प का टैरिफ, सब वही पढ़ के आए हैं. क्या चल रहा है श्रीलंका के साइक्लोन में, सब वही पढ़ के आए हैं. द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ पॉवर्टी इन इंडिया, अफ्रीका, सब वही पढ़ रहे हैं. मिडिल ईस्ट. आपका एनालिसिस इज व्हाट ओके मैटर्स टू मी. ओके, तो यू आर नॉट बीइंग harassed. You have to show your thinking part, okay, your opinion, and I'm looking for some spark, some response that convinces me क्या ये बंदा जो है ना हमारा देश का प्लानिंग वगैरह सुधार सकता है. तो अगर आपको कुछ फैक्ट्स नहीं भी पता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. आपको लेकिन पता होना चाहिए कि फैक्चुअल डिस्कशन को कैसे शिफ्ट करते हैं. शी वाज गोइंग द फैक्चुअल वे. मैंने कहा इसी फैक्ट को अपने विचारों के साथ बोलो. डोंट जस्ट टेल मी लेबर कोड व्हाट इट सेज. Tell me it says and you like it, you don't like it. It says you appreciate, don't appreciate. It says this, what do you think are the limitations in that? मुझे वो वाला टोन चाहिए. ठीक है, तो रिलैक्स रहो and don't get too stressed out. Keep smiling and we're on. ठीक है. Okay, Insha, let
Okay,
us
sir.
start with you now. What does this word Insa mean? ये Insha भी नहीं है, INSA है. कोई डिफरेंस है INSHA और INSA में?
Yes, sir. Apart from differences in spelling, the meaning of both words is also same. Sir, insa in Urdu means beautiful flower, and in Arabic it means compassionate person or affectionate person. Whereas word insha is from the phrase inshallah, and actually my father named me based on that phrase only. Sir, insha is composed of two words, in as well as sha. So it means in means if and sha means will. So the whole phrase means that if God wills. So meaning of insha is if wills. So in brief, I can say that meaning of word insha is will or hope, and meaning of word insa is compassionate person or a beautiful flower.
Oh, beautiful. That's a nice one. So, as beautiful as your name is, and God willing, you should go all the length and do well in life, Insha. Insha, you come
Thank you,
from
sir.
Bharatpur, Rajasthan. Is it the same
Yes, sir.
Bharatpur that has the bird sanctuary, that has
Yes, sir.
national park, same place?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It is Kevladev National Park and Bird Sanctuary as well. Kevladev Bird Sanctuary as well as
Okay,
it is now declared as National Park.
a national park. So it was a bird
Yes, sir.
sanctuary converted into a national park.
Yes, sir. It is the only national park which is artificially built, and it is it is among the most widely known bird sanctuary in the world for uh, diverse and large number of birds coming here. And in 1985, it was declared as a national park.
You say it is the only artificially built bird sanctuary.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Actually, it was built by the Jat rulers of Bharatpur during 17th century. It was mainly built with the purpose of fowl hunting ground by the Jat rulers of Bharatpur. It was before that. It was basically a swamp at the meeting place of two rivers, Gambhiri and one other river. I am not recalling its name, but it was a swamp. In that swamp, a dam was built, and after that, the dam wetland was created, and it became a hunting ground for birds, and became a. So it shows that. It actually it is a contradiction in itself. It was built for hunting purpose. Now it serves as a conservationist or ecological conservation effort.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. It's actually like, things coming full cycle. You start
Yes, sir.
thinking about hunting and becomes the basis of conservation. So I'm not very sure the Jat
Yes, sir.
rulers, their souls are happy about it or they are turning in the grave. कि हम तो कुछ सोच के बनाए थे, कुछ आपने बना दिया. Okay, so are the people of Bharatpur happy with this national park, or they think that the history has been scandalized, the history has been probably not preserved, the legacy of hunting is now gone?
No, sir. People are very happy, and in fact, there is a immense participation from community side as well as in overall conservation effects. In fact, recent initiatives like training local people and rickshaw pullers as naturalists has been a key effort towards conserving birds and improving their population and improving overall ecosystem of the bird sanctuary. So people are happy. In fact, people identity of Bharatpur itself is known on the basis of this Kevladev. So it is
Yeah, that's how I
identity
know.
marker.
Yeah, yes, you're right. The identity is Bharatpur. By the way, when you convert a bird sanctuary into a national park, what changes? Is it some legalities issue changes, some aspect of resource funding? What changes when you convert a bird sanctuary into national park, and why should you convert it?
Sir, uh, technically, the difference between a sanctuary and a national park is based on the level of protection provided by government and recognition provided by government. In a sanctuary, as it in the literal sense, it means that it is a safe place for wildlife or species. However, when we declare it a national park, a larger protection is provided by the government, and there is a more restriction on human activities such as hunting and uh, other settlements in the area. Therefore, under Wildlife Protection Act, there is declaration with respect to wildlife
So
sanctuaries
when
as well as
when it's
national
more
parks.
restrictive, when it's more restrictive national parks, and you say there's more protection, some tribes must have been displaced in from Bharatpur sanctuary regions. Are you aware of any
No,
tribes
sir.
being
Actually,
displaced there?
no, sir. Since it was built around in around 17th century. So and the place it is called as Ghana Abhyaran or Ghana Kevladev. Ghana means dense forest. So in the region there was a dense forest, and there were very no or limited settlements, except there was a there it is there still there that Kevladev temple on the basis of it is named. So there were no tribes which were displaced, and there were no harms with respect to that.
Okay, this is okay, one reason why the displacement problem was not there in that case. Okay. So,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
is Bharatpur also classified as a wetland?
Kevladev National Park is also classified as a wetland, and it is also a site, and it is also one of the two sites which are mentioned in Montreal's record of wetlands. Another one is I think Chilka Lake.
Chilka Lake. Okay. Okay, right. That's nice to know about Bharatpur. Okay. Tell me one thing, Insha. Your graduation that you have done, you have been engineering student, I believe, and I took Kurukshetra, IT, and
Yes, sir.
you have then shifted towards UPSC preparation. What are the optionals
Yes,
in
sir.
a UPSC preparation?
My optional is anthropology.
So, any reason why you shifted from engineering and towards IAS preparation? What was the inspiration there?
Sir, coming from a backward region of Mewat in Rajasthan, sir, I have seen of my since my childhood is that how governance and public administration can shape the lives of people and overall welfare of the society at large. So it was a desire to be in that position someday to make a difference and contribute to society at large. Further,
What
sir,
kind
my
of
father.
backwardness? What type of backwardness have you witnessed, and what do you think was the main driving factor? Can you elaborate on that?
Yes, sir. Sir, in my region, literacy rate is very low. Apart from that, economical backwardness and poverty are major concerns, sir. And people are mostly dependent on agriculture. However, recent times, sir, the agricultural distress because of water scarcity has been a key issue which has pushed people further into poverty and has created a vicious cycle of economic backwardness and illiteracy.
Tell me more about what exactly are the reasons for the
Sir,
backwardness.
okay, sir. Sir, for in my area, main regions of backwardness is, sir, low literacy. Apart from infrastructure and connectivity problems like roads and schools, though there are schools in every or almost every village, but government schools suffer from problem of uh, availability of basic facilities like toilet and safe drinking water. And sir, literacy rate is particularly low among women because of patriarchal norms and uh, poverty, which affect women girl child at first. In fact, more than male child. Apart from that, also, sir, social and cultural factors like social evils like child marriage and dowry are major problems in our area, which has pushed the Mewat region to bottom of the developmental pyramid, as indicated in Niti Aayog's report on aspirational
So
districts.
this area is Mewat region, is it?
Yes, sir, Mewat region.
Acha. So, what is the history of backwardness here? As in, what were the causes? Because Bharatpur is not very far away in the Delhi NCR rim.
Yes, sir.
Bharatpur
Mewat
had
is.
Jat rulers who have been very influential. I think Bharatpur was a seat of Jat, was it? I'm not wrong, or seats
Yes,
of
sir.
Jat rulers. And I mean, now at least I know it has a pretty good connectivity region. Kya
Yes,
history?
sir.
Why this area has been a backward region?
Sir, in spite of proximity of Mewat to NCR, sir, there are no particular regions historically because of Mewat is a backward. However, over the time, it lagged behind in development indicators in comparison to other neighboring areas like districts like Alwar and Bharatpur. Because of this vicious cycle of economic backwardness and low literacy, along with gender injustice, this has created an overall environment of backwardness. But historically, there is no particular event which I can cite that was the reason for backwardness of Mewat in present day.
Okay,
Though
okay.
historically it has been important.
Yeah. So maybe if you can look into this, what could have been the reason? But it fails me to understand the backwardness here. And like you talk about child marriage and literacy as low as what we have. Okay, in development prospects, what are the development opportunities here that you think you can work on?
Sir, given the situations such as proximity to neighboring areas like NCR, which are highly developed and large population of Mewat, especially since the total fertility rate is very high and there is a large youth population. So sir, efforts to efforts as capacity development and skill growth in the region to prepare youth for employment in neighboring areas can be a significant boost to economical growth in the region. Further, sir, this will break the connectivity or linkage between economic backwardness and
So,
low literacy.
what type of economic activities will you try to infuse or develop here? Okay, what type
Uh,
of opportunities you can create here?
Sir, if I consider the agricultural basis of economy of Mewat, sir, major crops are mustard and wheat. So,
Mhm.
building on that, sir, industries like food processing industry can be a good way forward to absorb the labor force at the same time to create more employment opportunities and to ahead the economic growth of the region.
And you think you can have some interventions because I think Mewat region has a pretty good network of seminaries here and madrasas here. Okay.
Yeah, yes, sir. Exactly. I forgot to
So, is
mention
there
about
any
that.
way you can use that as a part of development?
Yeah, absolutely, sir. In fact, madrasa, there is a widespread network of madrasas which are at the same time a cause of problem, and but they provide an opportunity which, if leveraged, can be a way forward to improve overall literacy rate in the Mewat, and can be a very good opportunity to provide vocational training for the youth and to the youth in Mewat. The madrasas are integrated into modern education system, and they are integrated to provide modern education at the same time provide vocational training to the youth. They can be a significant booster to socio-economical conditions of the region.
So yes,
Given
in
their
this background, yeah, in
yes,
this
sir.
background, if I see that you have done well coming all the way, engineering professional degree, and come this way, so I believe there's a lot of scope for others also. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
so any specific drive that you would like to take up if you are posted here or you have an opportunity here?
Sir, I would like to work especially on the education of women in the region. Sir, there are by addressing the obvious the reasons such as patriarchy and sociocultural norms which act as a hindrance to literacy to education of women in the region. By trying to bring social change and trying to change the overall mindset of people by showcasing the examples of successful women in the region, at the same time providing sufficient opportunities and improving accessibility to girls in the region. I would like to work towards improving literacy rate of
But
women.
but but that's easier said than done. You're talking about women with such deep patriarchal mindset there. How will you make it happen? It's not about opening schools, right? It's also about getting girls into the school. It's about getting the parents convinced about education. Okay, and then
Yes,
again,
sir.
not allowing dropouts. How will you do that? What's your thought there?
You're right that it is a difficult problem. However, it is much easier now than it was before around 10 or 20 years. There are a large number of girls which provide a way forward and which can act as a role models for women in Mewat. Further, the mindset of the people is not same as it was earlier. The forces of modernization and social change, social media and digital platforms have actually penetrated into Mewat as well as. So the mindset of people is changing. However, if efforts are taken, uh, we can speed up the process to change, bring a social change by enrolling people like religious leaders and local leaders such as Sarpanch. which are listened to in by the society and people, we can create environment and social environment in which people are more comfortable in sending their children, girls, to schools. Obviously, at the same time, we have to work on providing a safe environment in schools and ensure safety of girls in the schools as well.
You write about one of the interests is learning about tribes, the cultures. So, what is this about? Is it the consequence of your anthropology subject, or you had interest earlier?
Yes, sir. It is a consequence of my anthropology subject. But actually, after reading anthropology, actually genuinely developed the interest, and it has been quite interesting to know that how different societies tackle the problems they face in the life, and it is very interesting to know their way of life and how these societies adapt to environments in which they live.
So, give me an example of an interesting adjustment to environment or something interesting about the way of life that you've read or heard or come across. Let's see what you have known and
Sir,
acquired.
given that human as a species has occupied diverse environments on Earth's surface, sir, it is the culture of these communities and societies which has helped them to adapt. For example, sir, Eskimos, if we study their culture and their cultural practices,
Give me something from
the
Rajasthan. Give me something from
okay, sir.
Rajasthan, your experience that you have known.
Okay, sir. In Rajasthan, sir, tribes such as Bhil, sir, which face challenges like water scarcity, at the same time face problems of economical backwardness, have developed practices such as resolution of their conflicts based on panchayats. But they have developed efficient mechanism to conserve water and to meet their unique needs of agricultural needs and needs for drinking and domestic purposes.
So,
Uh,
what method they use for water conservation?
Water conservation methods such as use of johars and tankas are used, and they quite efficient. They use their kettles to draft water from wells, and at the same time, sir, their way of life and their economy actually shaped by the presence of local resources such as availability of water.
Okay. Do you know who are Sahariyas?
Saryaj is one of the PVTGs in Rajasthan, sir.
And what do you know about them?
Sir, I have not studied particularly about that side, that tribe, but I will learn about them, and they are very. They are only one PVTG the PVTG in Rajasthan, so I must learn about them, sir.
Yes, absolutely. PVTGs, if you talk about them,
Yes, sir.
they are one of the rapidly vanishing cultures of our planet. Okay, very less in
Yes, sir.
numbers, the language, their cultures are not. So, do you know some good programs or some initiatives the government has taken to preserve the PVTGs, or at least
Yes, sir.
help them survive?
Sir, government has by identifying PVTGs itself was uh, a measure to treat PVTGs differently from other tribes. It was a targeted approach to develop programs and schemes as per their requirement. Recently, sir, schemes like PM Janman was announced to deliver basic requirements and basic public services to PVTGs, and like education, water, sanitation, housing, etc. So, sir, there have been improvements in their welfare. However, the due to challenges such as lack of adequate baseline data on PVTGs, there are, and also lack of participatory approach and community empowerment at large, PVTGs, development of PVTGs remains a challenge.
Insha, I'll now give my feedback to you quickly. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Good. I'm pretty satisfied what you have done. I do not know how you see. By the way, what is your assessment of आपका कहाँ problems हैं? आप ये बताओ पहले. What are your problems?
सर
What you think are your challenges? हाँ.
सर, एक तो मतलब डिलीवर करने का, एक तो उसमें मुझे लगता है कि मैं सही से डिलीवर नहीं करता हूँ, और एक मिक्सिंग ऑफ थॉट्स बीच में आता है, तो उसी की वजह से सर मुझे लग रहा है कि इफेक्टिवली डिलीवर नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ। एंड दूसरा, मुझे सर अपने जो टॉपिक्स हैं वो और अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करने चाहिए टू बी प्रिसाइज एंड टू इम्प्रूव द क्वालिटी ऑफ माय आंसर।
So here is my, I was expecting कि तुम ये बात बोलोगे, okay, because तुम तो रुक रुक के बोलते हो, okay, and maybe that's how you speak. I was anticipating कि तुम बोलोगे सर डिलीवरी का प्रॉब्लम है। मैं आंसर इस डिलीवरी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है आपका, okay? ये आपका बोलने का तरीका है, okay? और इसको आप चेंज नहीं कर सकते। You embrace it, that is your plus point. Reason being, it shows that you have come a long way from what you were। एक कल्चरल इन्फ्लुएंस है द वे यू स्पीक, यू हैव डेफिनेटली लर्नड अ लॉट, बट आपका वो कोलोकियल वाला प्रोनाउंसिएशन हो, टॉक हो, वो है आपका, ये आपका एडवांटेज है, ओके।
कैन यू टेल मी अबाउट दैट वर्ड कोलोकियल?
मैं कहा जो जो लोकल फ्लेवर होता है, जो लोकल डायलेक्ट्स होते हैं, जो लोकल प्रोनाउंसिएशन होता है, ओके, वो आपके बात में लगता है। यू डोंट कम बाय एज समबडी हूज कम फ्रॉम मेट्रो, आपने वहां
ओके,
पढ़ा होगा,
आई
ठीक है।
कैन।
तो आपका जो लोकल फ्लेवर है और जो रुक रुक के बोल रहे हो, दैट्स अ गुड थिंग। आई डोंट थिंक आप उसके लिए परेशान हो या कोई कुछ बोलेगा सुनना भी उसका बात। आपको वो प्रॉब्लम है, वो आपका बोलने का स्टाइल है जो बहुत ऑथेंटिक जेन्युइन है। मैं यही चीज ईशा को बता रहा था, ओके। बहुत बार क्या होता है ना, बच्चे अपने आप को स्मार्ट दिखाने के लिए वो अलग टाइप का बात करना शुरू कर देते हैं, ओके। यू कैन नॉट फेक दैट बियॉन्ड ए पॉइंट। तो आपको जो बात करने का तरीका है, रुक के हो, ओके, वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन, दैट इज जेन्युइन, ओके। आई विल से वो आपका प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। अच्छा, इनफैक्ट आप में फ्लुएंसी एक है। यू स्टार्ट ए डिस्कशन, आपकी फ्लुएंसी है, आप जा सकते हो उसमें और ठीक ठाक डिस्कस कर लेते हो, इश्यूज ठीक डेप्थ तक कर लेते हो। आपका मेन प्रॉब्लम है कि जो आपको पता होना चाहिए था, आपने उस पर ढंग से काम नहीं किया है। कि जैसे कि चार चीजें आपने भरतपुर के बारे में तो पढ़ा है, ठीक है, पर भरतपुर के डेवलपमेंट इश्यूज पे फोकस नहीं दिया है। बेटा, भरतपुर एक ऐसा पार्ट ऑफ राजस्थान है जो हिस्टोरिकली इट हैज नेवर एक्सेप्टेड एनी टाइप ऑफ रूल ऑफ आउटसाइडर्स। ये वो लोग हैं जो खिलजी को चैलेंज किए हैं, मुगल्स को चैलेंज किए हैं और ब्रिटिश को चैलेंज किए हैं। ये एक बहुत बड़ा रीजन था, दे वर डिनाइड लॉट ऑफ डेवलपमेंट प्रोस्पेक्ट्स।
सर, यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट मेवात और भरतपुर? मेवात
आई
इट
मीन
इज
मेवात
एक्चुअली।
रीजन, या
ओके
मेवात
सर।
रीजन की बात कर रहे हैं। दिस नेवर केम अंडर द कंट्रोल ऑफ नाइदर खिलजीज, और ये बहुत पुराना झगड़ा है ये, और
जी
ब्रिटिश
सर,
के
जी सर।
टाइम में भी दे हैव रेजिस्टेड अ लॉट। इसका कॉन्सिक्वेंस ये हुआ कि इनको कभी डेवलपमेंट में इंटीग्रेट नहीं किया गया। इट्स अ सैड थिंग, अ रीजन दैट फॉट फॉर इंडिपेंडेंस, जाट्स आर फीरियसली इंडिपेंडेंट। ये मुगल के टाइम में भी ये बहुत देर तक, सॉरी, ब्रिटिश टाइम बहुत देर तक आया। ये रीजन है बैकवर्डनेस का, ओके। तो इनके पास मॉडर्न स्कूल्स नहीं थे, इनके पास
सर,
मॉडर्न, हाँ, बोलो।
sir, I knew about this culture of tradition of resistance by these people of मेवात एंड भरतपुर। पर सर, अब बस मैं ये नहीं बोलना चाह रहा था कि ये उसकी बैकवर्डनेस की रीजन है, क्योंकि सर प्रेजेंट टाइम्स में इंडिपेंडेंट इंडिया में वो बात हो जाती है कि अब भी इनके साथ सेम डिस्क्रिमिनेशन और मार्जिनलाइजेशन हो रहा है, तो उसको डिफेंड करना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है ना, फिर वो एंटी गवर्नमेंट और वो सब जाना
आप
थोड़ा।
शुरू से करते हो, वहीं से शुरू करते हैं कि सर ये हिस्ट्री रहा है। उसके बाद अनफॉर्चुनेटली पोस्ट इंडिपेंडेंस भी ये इग्नोर। देखो, फंडामेंटली कोई जगह डेवलपमेंट के लिए आपको रोड चाहिए, आपको इकोनॉमिक
जी जी।
इंटीग्रेशन चाहिए, ओके। यहाँ पर एग्रीकल्चर बहुत ड्राई है, फर्टाइल सॉइल्स नहीं है, अनफॉर्चुनेटली नॉट द बेस्ट ऑफ सॉइल्स। ये ड्राई रीजन आता है, क्रॉप्स यहाँ पर मार्जिनल इरिगेशन में होता नहीं है। तो मुगलों का राज था, या फिर जब राज ऑफ ब्रिटिश का था, यहाँ पे इरिगेशन सिस्टम्स बनी नहीं ढंग से, और वही नशा चलता चला गया। हाँ, आप ये ऐड कर सकते हो सर, ये हिस्ट्री था, पर मुझे आई थिंक सर, like after independence we could have done a bit more, which has not happened, but I also am happy to see कि धीरे धीरे यहाँ पे चेंज हो रहा है। पर आप जो कह रहे हैं कि मुझे पता ही नहीं है, पता नहीं क्यों यहाँ पर बैकवर्डनेस है, तो आप एक, और जहां पर स्कूल्स नहीं है, कॉलेजेस नहीं है, वहां पर डेफिनेटली द कल्चर इन्फ्लुएंस आ जाएगा। अभी भी मेवात रीजन में कल्चरल थिंग बहुत स्ट्रांग है, okay, our
जी सर।
heritage, our legacy, okay, so honor का पार्ट इंपॉर्टेंट हो गया, ना कि डेवलपमेंट एवेन्यूज का। तो ये कन्वर्सेशन अगर पता था तो आपको लेके आना चाहिए था, और डेवलपमेंट आप बता
पर
नहीं
सर,
पा रहे थे। एग्रीकल्चर के इश्यूज क्या हैं, प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर क्या, मैं बहुत क्लियरली पूछा कि बताओ क्या करना चाहते हो। फीमेल एजुकेशन इज अ वेरी कन्वीनियंट आंसर। आपको जनरेट करना है, एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेट करना है, आपको एग्रीकल्चर में सस्टेनेबिलिटी लेके आना है। Okay, you have to talk about youth employment situations also. जस्ट बोल देना कि मैं फीमेल में काम करूं, कैसे काम करोगे तुम? okay, जब तक वो दिमाग खुलेगा नहीं बंदे का, फैमिली का, इश्यूज का, कैसे फीमेल में काम कर दोगे? ओके, तो ये जो डेवलपमेंट वाला है, आपने इसमें काम नहीं किया, आप कर लो आप काम। आप कह रहे हो
ठीक।
कि योर हॉबीज ट्राइबल इंडिजिनियस कल्चर्स, और आप भील के बारे में बात नहीं कर पा रहे हो, द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट ट्राइब। आप खुद आप एक्नॉलेज भी करते हो, हाँ सर मुझे करना चाहिए। ओके,
जी
सो
सर।
आपका प्रॉब्लम इज नॉट योर कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स और डिलीवरी, योर प्रॉब्लम इज ये जो की एरियाज हैं आपके, आपको उसमें काम करना है। ओके,
ठीक।
तो ये सब चीज पता है एक दिन का काम है। ओके, आपके
ठीक
पास
सर। ठीक।
एआई है, आप बता रहे हैं आप प्लीज यूकी यूज करो। ओके, अवेयर ऑफ द यूकी, राइट, बता दिया था आप लोगों को।
जी
ओके,
जी सर, जी
वहां
यूज कर
जाके
रहा हूँ मैं सर।
वहीं टाइप आउट करो, वहीं पर आर्टिकल्स निकालो। ओके, मेवात के बारे में हो, भरतपुर के बारे में, जो भी है धड़ाधड़ निकालो, वहीं आर्टिकल्स निकाल के एक दिन में आप ये सब चस कर जाओ। ओके, सो बट ओवरऑल आई थिंक, मैंने यहाँ लिखा भी है मैंने आपका, आई लाइक योर आंसर्स ऑन भरतपुर इन जनरल। ओके, क्या कंजर्वेशन है, क्या हिस्ट्री रहा है। ओके, योर बिगिनिंग वाज वेरी इंप्रेसिव, आई वाज रियली इम्प्रेस्ड कि अच्छा इतना कुछ जानते हो, और एक फ्लो में बोल रहे थे, पर जहां पर सब्सटेंशियल बात की बात आई, आई थिंक यू नीड टू प्रिपेयर अ बिट मोर। और आगे
ओके सर।
मिक्स फिक्स कुछ नहीं हो रहा है, ठीक है भाई, मिक्स इसलिए हो रहा है बिकॉज अब पढ़ा नहीं है, तो फिर क्या बोलूं मैं, आप कुछ भी बोल रहे हो। देखिए एसेंशियली ये 7-8 एरियाज हैं, आप इसमें काम करो। आई डिड नॉट नो कि भरतपुर इज एक्चुअली एक्सटेंशन ऑफ मेवात, इट वाज न्यू फॉर मी टू
सर
अंडरस्टैंड।
एक्चुअली मेवात एक्चुअली इज स्प्रेड अक्रॉस थ्री स्टेट्स, पार्ट्स ऑफ थ्री स्टेट्स सर।
अच्छा
हरियाणा और पार्ट इट लाइज इन टू डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स ऑफ राजस्थान, भरतपुर एंड अलवर, and some
अच्छा
villages are also located in UP as well. It is at the
अच्छा,
tri-junction of these three states.
ओके, आई डिडंट नो कि भरतपुर तक जाता है इन्फ्लुएंस। ओके, ठीक है, भरतपुर,
जी सर।
मेवात, नू रीजन, ठीक है, ठीक
जी सर।
है।
जी
सो
सर।
दैट्स माय इनपुट। आई थिंक आपके पास टाइम है, 17 तारीख है, आपके पास मैसेज, मेरा फोन नंबर है,
ओके सर।
रीच आउट करो एंड वी कैन हैव वन मोर सेशन उसके बाद।